It's just a little after 11 a.m. and it's already 90 degrees. Supposed to be hot this weekend still, but I think, and it's supposed to be even hotter this weekend. It's supposed to be in upper 90s, yeah, upper 90s. This like Tuesday, Wednesday, or Monday, Tuesday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I'm supposed to be in the upper 90s. But then I think starting Wednesday, it's supposed to be back down in the low, or at least the mid 80s, yeah, low to mid 80s. So that's pretty good for about a week. So maybe I'll get some work done when it cools off. We'll see. It's another hot one today, but I came out to feed the cats, or feed the cat over here. That's my cat. She's still got her three kittens uh, over by the corner of the porch here. And I came out to feed them. I was standing over there, and this other cat, male cat, he came running out from underneath the ATV, and he got to the tree and he stopped. So he's starting to get used to me. And then when I walked over there to feed the cat, my cat, right there, he ran over to that area. He stopped there. So he's not too afraid of me anymore. Cattle are over there under the shade tree. And then, after I fed him, I came back to the house, and he walked back to eat the food. So she's got company now, so that's good. And I think he's the papa. I think he's the papa of her kittens, her three kittens. Because they're all gray, and one of them has gray white feet, just like him and her. One of them's got white feet. Yeah, he's the papa, pretty sure. At least he's not so afraid of me as he was before. So I'm pretty sure it's a male. I'm not sure, but I'm just guessing. It's usually the male that come around for this cat. And now that she's had kittens, who knows what's going to happen. But I'm just glad she's got company. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just glad she's got company of her own kind. Okay, that's all I wanted to show. All right, boy, maybe he'll get used to me now a little bit more. That's okay, boy. Yeah, don't bother me. Don't mind me. Yeah, she's eating down there, my cat. Yeah, I just come out here to take a look at him, see if he'd run away again. That's a good boy. He used to run all the way up that way with the other. There's a couple others that come around too that run away. A yellow one and a little different colored cat. I'm glad to see him. He's used to me now a little bit. Okay. Yeah, another hot one today, and I'm not doing nothing. Why suffer in the heat if I don't have to? Yeah. There's not really nothing I need to do or want to do, especially not in this heat. There's some things I could be doing, but I'll do them later when the weather's a little bit cooler. Yeah, no hurry. Okay, just take another relaxing day today. Hi, Caddy. Caddy she's done eating now. She's going back to her kittens, I think. That's where she kept her kittens right so far, since they were born. A few days old already. They're still there. And she's here. She didn't eat much. I guess I'll just have to wait and see how long her kittens last. She might move them, but so far they're still there. There they are. As she wants to go into them. Gonna go in? It kind of blocked your way. I kind of put this tub over it in case it does rain. My cat came back up here to the porch, and then he came back there. He went back to eating again. I think there's some other cats from the neighbors come around too to eat my cat food, but that's okay. Yeah, she still likes to hang around with me. Aren't you, girl? Yeah. Yeah, but she's got her babies to take care of now, so she's got something to keep her occupied. Well, this is unusual. They said it might rain today, but they said it was supposed to stay north. I'm getting the sprinkle. I see the bull, the white bull down there. Yeah. Getting a little sprinkle. Maybe it'll cool off a little bit. Humidity's high, but partly cloudy, so it's not as hot as it could be. The sun was bright. But it's raining. Little sprinkle. One of those, they call that cloud burst? Yeah, cloud burst. Raining while the sun shines. What they call that? Liquid sunshine. Isn't that something? It's been a while since it rained. Over a week, I think. Maybe more. Yeah. It's been a while. Looking for the other cat. I saw him here. He ran off. Not sure where he ran off to though. Probably hiding from the rain. That's where he's at. I don't think this is going to last long, but it is raining, even if just a little bit. Okay, that's all for now. I think it's over. Well, it's still 88 degrees at 7 p.m. But I don't feel too hot right now, even though it's sunny. Yeah, wasn't too bad today. Wasn't as hot as I thought it was going to be. Nice breeze blowing right now, so the temperature feels cooler. Yeah, still got around 90 though, but it's 88 now. But I think there's less humidity right now. This morning, or should I say around noon, it was pretty humid out here and pretty hot, but now it's not so bad. Everything looks greener for some reason. Yeah, 7 p.m. Sun's still pretty high, but the days are getting shorter. Minute or two every day. Look at those jet trails. Yeah. Oh, today's Saturday, July 26th. Yeah. And next few days is going to be the hottest, I think. Mid to upper 90s, according to the forecast that I saw on TV. Of course, that forecast was from St. Louis, for St. Louis mostly. Anyway, next week when it cools off back into the mid to lower 80s, I'm going to see if I can mow a little bit of this here with the lawnmower, just see how it works. I'll start on this end, and if it works out okay, if it ain't too bumpy, too rough for the lawnmower, I'll mow some more back into here. Yeah, do a little bit at a time. I'm not going to do too much. I don't want to put too much pressure on the lawnmower. The weeds aren't that big, but they're getting tough. So as long as there's no big thick weeds, I'll probably cut something. That'll be next week. The end of next week. It'll be Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. And after. Hot weather is making them cedar limbs dry up pretty fast. Faster than I thought they were going to be. That's the nature of summer. Hot and dry. Well, I say dry, but it's really humid. But anyway, the limbs are getting dry. So maybe next week I'll burn that too. Yeah. Sun's getting low. I might come back later and see if I can catch the sunset. There aren't too many clouds, so it might look pretty nice. That'll be around 8 o'clock, 8 p.m., another hour. Doesn't seem like it was that long ago I mowed this grass here. Yeah. Guess I'll have to do it again. I don't know how long it's been. Maybe 2 weeks, maybe. Anyway, I'll mow this next week too when the weather cools off. I could probably do it now, but I'm not going to get the lawnmower out just for this. And if I mow this, I might mow the grass along the fence at the big pasture. If it's big enough, we'll see. I'll check it out before I cut the grass here. Yeah. Okay. I just come out to check the mail right now. That's all I did today. When I look at this stuff here, this is the same kind of grass, warm season grass. It's growing out. It should be growing out in the hay field. In the spring, there's fescue with a little bit of alfalfa, but the alfalfa is getting less and less every year. But this time of year, August, July, it looks like it's starting to grow. August too, it comes in real good at the hayfield. Hopefully I'll have something to cut at the end of August, like this stuff here. It ain't very tall, but it's usually got some leaves on it, and it's got the heads, seed heads. So we'll see if it's worth cutting by the end of August. We'll see. Cut this with the lawnmower. Yeah. Clouds are a little thinner today. A little heavier this morning, and they got a little sprinkle today too. Yeah, looks like the grass could be mowed here too. Getting pretty big. Yeah, it didn't take long, even without much rain this last couple of weeks. The grass in the ditches are still growing. Yeah, I'll mow this next week, and I'll drive down there sometime. Before I mow anything with the lawnmower, I'll drive down to the big pasture down there and see how big the grass is and next to the fence by the road. Cut that too. I think I've done it twice already this year. Twice that I remember. Could have been 3 times, but I remember it twice. Cutting down there. I'll try to take a little walk on the road. Just down to the pond. There's a cattle. I think I hear one in the water. The youngest one's in the water, I think. I'm not sure. But I know the old mama cow, she's up there by the green gravity flow, and the bully's over there, and the other one's over here. So the 4th one, I'm thinking she's in the water, but I could be wrong. Well, there's no wind over here. Thought I felt a breeze up by the house, but I don't see nothing here, or feel nothing. Well, maybe a little bit from the south. Yeah, I sprayed this quite a few times this year, because I can't mow this, but I'm gonna have to come through here. I don't know if it's immune or what, but I'm gonna have to come through here and cut these out with a bolo, machete, or some kind of cutting tool. Yeah, because these are getting too big. When they get too big and wind blows, they'll blow them onto the fence. So I gotta cut them. I tried spraying them with the weed killer a few times, and I think I killed something, mostly the grass. But these big weeds, they must be getting immune to my my spray. Anyway, yeah. I think the cattle must be getting enough to eat. They're not moving. You can see how big the grass is where the cattle aren't. On this side, they can keep the yard mowed down or cut down, chewed down, eaten down. Yeah. But over there, I might try something different when I mow that. I'm going to try to blow it underneath the fence. Maybe they can eat that then. I'll try that. The last time I did it, I raked it up. But what did I do with it? Oh, I used it to put. Oh no, I guess I'll save it again to put grass around the lemongrass. Grass clippings around the lemongrass, yeah, in the garden. I'll do that again. Yeah, cattle got enough to eat. Yeah, I don't know where that other. I see the reflection of the bull in the water. I'm not sure where the other one is. I think she's down in the water, but I could be wrong. The rain I got this morning, that left a little water puddle. It wasn't much of a rain, but enough to leave a puddle. And it didn't dry up today all the way, even with the hot sun. Yeah, I need to cut these taller weeds down. I can't mow that. I can't get down there with the lawnmower. Too steep. This is what I cleared about a week ago, maybe. I cut some big three big cedars out back in there. 2 on this side and 1 over here, and a bunch of these small ones that I left. And then I got some smaller ones piled up there, branches that I cut off. Yeah, this is where I used to park my, when I first got my cattle trailer in '94. This is where I was parking it for a few years. And then after a few years of parking it here, I started parking it near the barn for years and years when I wasn't using it. And then over time, these cedar trees started to get bigger. Eventually, it was too hard to get them in there or get the trailer back in. But I got the pad. I got a concrete pad for each tire, or the tires on each side. So I can start parking here again if I wanted to, which I might. But first, I need to burn them brush piles there and cut the rest of those small cedars out and burn this pile here too. But I'm in no hurry for that. No hurry. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to do some walking. I haven't been doing my walking exercises for a while. I need to get back to doing that. Actually, in the heat, I don't really like it that much, but in the wintertime, I don't mind it so much in wintertime. Even when it's cold, because I get warmed up when I do that. So, and in wintertime, I could dress warm and stay warm, but in summertime, there's only so much you can do to keep cool. I mean, there's so many clothes you can take off. But you can always add clothes in winter, but you can only go so far in summer. Okay, there's the neighbor's soybeans. Okay, yeah, I used to walk all the way down to the corner and a little bit farther down and come back. Because from here, I'm going to put it away, from here to the crossroads, it's a 1/4 mile. So if I figured I walk down a little bit farther past the crossroads and then come back, that's a 1/2 mile. So, and if I walk from there to the bridge down that way on the road, main road, that's another 1/4 mile. So if I walk down there to the bridge and then back, that's a 1/2 mile. That's a mile all the way. It's a mile altogether, more or less. So I need to start walking again, especially when I'm not getting any exercise, doing any work. Yeah, that's when I need it the most. I need something to get my heart pumping more often. Well, at least the sun's shining, and and it don't feel too hot. So that's good. This is a good time to walk. Maybe I'll start doing that. in the future. If it ain't too hot, that is. I don't know. I thought that other Highlander was out. It was in this water here, but I don't think she is. She must be hiding somewhere else. Guess I have to look for her just to make sure where she's around. There's the pads for my cattle trailer tires. And that's where I would back it in. Worked pretty good for the years that I was doing it. Oh, I see the other Highland cow. She's laying down right next to the old mama cow up there by the baler. Yeah, she's laying down on the ground. And the other one's up here somewhere behind that tree. And the bull's up there too somewhere. I see a few yellow apples on that tree. And before they fall off, I'm gonna see if I can pick them. I think those might be riper. Yeah, ripe enough to eat. I need something with a stick and something to catch them. A can or net or something. I need to figure out how to get them off there, because that's right over the water right there. I have to do it from up here. I need a long stick with something tied to the end where I can hook the apples and catch them. Yeah. I need a closer look at the cattle. Tall weeds here I got to cut too. Yeah, there. Wouldn't hurt to cut them also, because these taller weeds seem like they're not affected by the weed killer. Yeah, I started parking this trailer up here, a couple years ago, 3 years ago. Yeah. I used to have that thing parked there, but I decided to move it there with that one. But then I used it last year to haul the sprayer here, and I just started leaving it there. But I need to move it back too. But I might start after I use it this year in the fall to take some cattle to the livestock auction in like September, October, November, something like that. I might start parking it back over there where I used to park it before, after I get some cleanup done over there. Yeah, there they are. Bully's eating, the others are just relaxing. The other cow laid down over there with the other one. Since I'm here, I'm going to take a look at that apple. Get a closer view of it, see what the apples are ripe yet. Here's a couple apples I could pick right there if I can reach them. There aren't that many on there this year. I can see one down there. It's hanging over the water. There aren't that many left. Better get them while I can. I'm not even sure if they're ripe. Probably not. Before they fall in the water, I'm going to get them. Especially them two. Well, I got the two apples that were over there. I see 1, 2, 3 more over the water. And that's about it. So I might come back later and get them. But I need something else to reach and pick them. Yeah, because I can't reach them from here. They're right over the water. So I'll get them later. Hey, girl. You surviving the heat? Yeah. So am I. But he's doing okay. He's getting a dark neck. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if that's from rubbing on something or what. Anyway, there's the other two hanging out over there. Yeah, it's not too hot, but it's still making me. There's that bird again. I better leave it alone. I don't want to scare it. It's catching frogs or fish or something. Some kind of heron. A gray heron, yeah. Yeah. It's trying to, yeah, it must have ate something. Must be some little fish or something in there. Anyway, I'll leave it alone. I don't want to scare it. He found a home here. He's been here before. Okay. I better go in. Yeah. I found a rotten apple. Right here, it's rotten on this side. But I took a few bites out of this side, which is still good, and it tastes pretty good. Now I'm going to give it to the cow. See if she'll eat it. Yeah, I think they ate the rest of them. They like apples. They like apples. Good for you, girl. You got a treat. Okay. It's getting hot out here now. I'm sweating. Two apples that I picked that are still pretty good. Especially this one on the bottom. It's big. And I think it'll taste good too when I eat it. But I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator first. I want it to be cold when I eat it. I'll save it for later. Okay. I'll get them other three too, but the other three on the tree hanging over the water, they still look a little green, so I'll wait a while. I don't think the cattle can eat those, but they still might fall off eventually. Okay. A couple pears here that I'll be picking here soon. Still a little bit, I don't think they're quite ripe yet. More up here. There's a few more up higher up, but not as many as I was hoping. I thought there'd be more, but I don't see too many more. Some is better than none. This cow here got an apple treat, didn't you? Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I didn't think it was that hot out here, but I'm sweating now. I guess when I first came out, my core of my body was still cool from inside the house. But now my body's starting to be as warm as the outside air. Or actually, I'm making me sweat. Sweet potatoes are really spreading out. I see the tomatoes trying to spread out too on top of it. If there's some tomatoes in here, I don't see them yet. Oh yeah, I do see a green one back in there. Anyway, I'm surprised what I see here. That's a papaya. I had a store-bought papaya here in the spring, and I dumped the seeds in here, I guess. It looks like they sprouted. Some of the papaya seeds grew, so I got a papaya growing. I don't know. I think I'll just let it grow because it's too late to be transplanting it anywhere. It won't have much time to grow anywhere. I might take one though. I might take one and spread it out here because it's kind of shady here. So I might take one of them. There's 1, 2, 3 that I can see, plus one over there that's kind of turning yellow. So I might take that one first. Put it someplace where it can grow better. Yeah, it'll never make any fruit, but it'll make nice leaves. Oh, sweating now. That's all I got for today. That's all. There's the kitten, still here. Mama hasn't moved him yet. Yeah, she's right by me, aren't you? Yeah. I think she's gonna go in now. Be with her babies. Well, it's 7:56 p.m. Sun's behind the clouds somewhere over there. According to the forecast, the sun's supposed to go down at 8:12. But that's at the horizon, which is below the trees, at the bottom of the trees. So sun goes down
A little bit sooner than that, behind these trees. But that's where it is, and that's all I got for today.
That's all, folks.